waking up to news that mass deportation started today. So if you're an immigrant, please know that you have the right and share this to everyone you know so everyone's aware.
Welcome to Inside the Diligence, where we talk about things going on the news, things going on the internet, all around the world. Yes, my friends, as we all know it, that the F around and find out moment is still going viral on the internet. I'm gonna play you a clip here and there for y'all to see that Latinos that voted for Trump or Latinos that have people that voted for Trump, they are speaking out and they are not happy. They took to social media and they are melting down, they are breaking down. Let's go watch one or two clips, then we are going to finish our thought at the other side.
You have the right to remain silent. If ICE knocks on your door, you don't have to answer it. Do not consent to any searches if they do not have a warrant signed by a judge. They don't even have the right to be in your property, so please remain silent. Do not sign any documents, especially if you do not understand. If you are in public and ICE stops you, please remain silent. You do not have to disclose your immigration status. They do not have the right to search your belongings or your bag without a warrant. You do not have to answer their questions. Please do not give them information that they can use against you. Share this information to people that you know, your friends, your family, especially if they are undocumented immigrants. Please stay on the lookout. Look out for each other. If you spot eyes in your area, share to keep your community informed. And to my fellow immigrants, I know this is a scary time, that there are community and resources that can help you. Know your rights and please stay strong.
And just blame Latino voters, like, yes the fuck I can, and I say that with my immigrant-ass passport, okay? Yes, you can blame the campaign. Yes, you can blame the party. But at the end of the day, there's this little thing called personal accountability. In 2016, I was a little bit more lenient because, okay, people just don't know. They don't understand the consequences. But we lived through that presidency. What I'm hearing now, even from immigrants, undocumented immigrants, because yes, if you have TPS, if you have DACA, you're still undocumented under federal law. Oh, it wasn't that bad under Trump. Oh, Trump's not gonna do anything. Oh, he didn't do anything last time. Oh, yes, he didn't. He tried. The only thing that stopped him was a full resistance movement that filed lawsuits for every single one of his executive orders. What really gets me is that a lot of people who have undocumented family or themselves are undocumented will ultimately need the help of other people who told y'all, don't let this man back in office. Relying on people like myself who have been doing immigration advocacy for years, it generally makes me not want to do this shit anymore. Like next year, a lot of us are going to be helping people that couldn't even help themselves by voting for their best interest. You know where gas really going to be cheap? In fucking Mexico, yeah, it is.
U.S. citizen and military veteran was detained and held by ICE today. You heard that right. A U.S. citizen who served in the military in this country was detained and held by ICE because he wasn't carrying any documentation that proves that he is a U.S. citizen. This took place in Newark, New Jersey, and the mayor issued a statement confirming that that individual's Fourth Amendment rights were violated. He also confirmed that ICE is stopping undocumented immigrants as well as citizens, residents, everybody. I made a video a few days ago talking about how ICE agents will racially profile, and this exact situation can happen to you. Whether you are a U.S. citizen, whether you're a resident, they can stop and question anybody. They can knock on your door. Now they can go to the schools and talk to your children. They can go to the hospital. I also saw videos of other creators say you don't have to carry your U.S. passport or your resident card or your birth certificate. You just have to tell them that you are a U.S. citizen and they will leave you alone. Well, friends, I've been telling you guys, make sure that you take pictures of your U.S. passport or your resident card or your visa or your birth certificate, and you carry a picture on your phone. That way you're not carrying sensitive documentation around that you run into the possibility of losing it. Carry pictures of your document for you, for your spouse, for your children. It can stop you, question you, detain you, hold you, and take you to a facility until proof or documentation of your status is presented to them. It does not matter what your contribution has been to this country. It does not matter if you're a retired U.S. Army veteran who served 20 years in the military. It does not matter if you were born here. They want to stop you, question you, detain you, and then take you to a facility, they can.
Guys, this half around and find out it's getting real and people are feeling it and they are pouring their emotions on the social media. Some are for this deportation and a lot of people are not for it. This next lady right here, she hates for it and this is how she put it.
All the way.
Are you for Trump?
Absolutely.
So what would you say to someone who says you're Mexican and Trump hates us?
He doesn't hate us. He hates the lawbreakers. He hates the illegals. Don't come here illegally. Welcome. Come. I did. Not illegally.
That's right. I came here too legally.
Yeah, and making a difference. Not
right.
hurting anybody, not stealing from anybody, earning your way.
Well, God bless you for being on the Trump train.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, God is going to prevail through Trump.
That's
I
right.
believe this.
I agree with you 100%.
That clip right there confirms that not everybody are against this deportation of a 10. Y'all heard the lady and the guy confirming that. This next clip I'm going to show you it. Now people are coming on social media to give advice on how Latinos, how people are actually going to deal with this situation of F around and find out moment. Watch these clips.
Latinos for Trump, it is time to embrace the consequences of your actions. I've always been a firm believer of fighting fire with fire. If somebody goes low, I'll go lower. Now, with that being said, I know for a fact that most Latinos for Trump have undocumented family members, whether that be their parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, etc. So if you know of a Latino who voted for Trump, I urge you to call this number and report said family members. It's time that these Latinos for Trump get a taste of their own medicine and a taste of poetic justice. Now, I know what you may be thinking, Angel, this is extreme. And I agree. But extreme problems call for extreme solutions. And unfortunately, many innocent people are going to be affected by this. But you can't be that innocent if you raised a Latino for Trump. And before all of the Latinos for Trump come at me all angry, this is what you wanted. This is what you voted for. You should be happy. Let me see that smile. But there you have it, guys. Once again, there is that number. You know what to do. It's time that these Latinos for Trump learn the hard way. But anyways, let me know what you guys think.
A U.S. citizen and military veteran was detained and held by ICE today. You heard that right. A U.S. citizen who served in the military in this country was detained and held by ICE because he wasn't carrying any documentation that proves that he is a U.S. citizen. This took place in Newark, New Jersey, and the mayor issued a statement confirming that individual's Fourth Amendment rights were violated. He also confirmed that ICE is stopping undocumented immigrants as well as citizens, residents, everybody. I made a video a few days ago talking about how ICE agents will racially profile, and this exact situation can happen to you. Whether you are a U.S. citizen, whether you're a resident, they can stop and question anybody. They can knock on your door. Now they can go to the schools and talk to your children. They can go to the hospital. I also saw videos of other creators say you don't have to carry your U.S. passport or your resident card or your birth certificate. You just have to tell them that you are a U.S. citizen and they will leave you alone. Well, friends, I've been telling you guys, make sure that you take pictures of your U.S. passport or your resident card or your visa or your birth certificate, and you carry a picture on your phone. That way you're not carrying sensitive documentation around, that you run into the possibility of losing it. Carry pictures of your document for you, for your spouse, for your children. It can stop you, question you, detain you, hold you, and take you to a facility until proof or documentation of your status is presented to them. It does not matter what your contribution has been to this country. It does not matter if you're a retired U.S. Army veteran who served 20 years in the military. It does not matter if you were born here. They want to stop you, question you, detain you, and then take you to a facility. They can.
If you have a direct family member that you're scared of getting deported, join the military if you can. That's really going to help them put in a military parole in place. So my dad was supposed to get deported back to Mexico because he was here illegally and he was supposed to pardon his time. He was already going through the legal system. But if you do not know, when you go through the legal system, you have to pardon your time. So they had no set. They said you could either go for 5 months or you can go for 10, 20 years. And, it's just crazy. So then his lawyer had told me, hey, there's a military program in place. Like, if actually, they told my mom, they're like, if anybody wants to join in your family, they could really get him the program in place, and he doesn't have to go back to Mexico anymore. So I ended up joining. I went to recruiter's office, I think in November, December. I was like, I need to go ASAP because you need that contract for that military program in place. So I got sent to basic in February. I think I like snuck out or did something like while I was in basic, and I scanned my contract to his lawyer or my mom. I forgot who. And yeah, my dad ended up sending me a letter in April saying, thank you, I got my pro in place, I'm good to go. He got his residency within that same year, and now he is a citizen. To the Latinos for Trump crowd who voted Republican this year, I am very confused. Trump wants to get rid of birthright citizenship, meaning that if you were born in this country, but your parents were not, especially if they were undocumented, you no longer have citizenship. Hello? What? Why would any of us want that?
Yes, that is what's going on the internet. A lot of people are not feeling this at all, that this is not what they voted for. The Latinos are not feeling it, that this is not what they voted for. Why some Latinos, they like it, as y'all saw it in the clips, that yes, this is what they voted for, that they want this mass deportation. And why some people are not even having no any kind of sympathy or empathy with the Latinos, that we told y'all, and Donald Trump himself actually said it out loud that he was going to do this, that, and y'all still went for him, voted him in. So, that whatever he is doing right now or he is going to do, this is what Latinos voted for. What do you guys think? Are y'all saying this? Personally, I believe a lot of people that they are not having empathy or sympathy for them is because they told them. And people that they are crying because they do not want to go back, they want better life. You know what I mean? But what y'all think? Let's continue the conversation down there in the comment section as usual. Please, let's respect ourselves while we comment this half around and find out it's getting real. And now people are getting it. I'll catch up with you guys later with more of this kind of episode. Bye for now.